I really was in a dark place, and your story is what told me I can keep going.
Pro boxing fans here in Riyadh with me, Amo Williams. How are you? How are you, sir? How's things?
I'm very happy, man. I'm just mind blown about everything going on. It's been a lot of conditioning to be able to handle a moment like this and handle it the way I'm handling it. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm just happy to be here.
Talk to me about this. It's a big occasion, 5v5, Matchroom, Queensberry. It has an element of a team game to it as well. Do you feel that? Do you feel that it's a little bit different to the normal fight?
Absolutely. It's completely different. I've been pro since I was 22 years old. I'm 28 now, and I've never had anything outside of an individual performance. Okay. It doesn't matter what show you're on. It's all about you and your performance. You're just trying to make your way onto cards and things like that. Excited, happy about the cards you're on, but it's no attachment to anyone else. I fought Triple G, Canelo cards. It still doesn't matter. If I didn't win a fight, it wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It was no attachment to anyone else. But this one, given the history of Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, it just gives so much more. It just gives so much more significance because it's a team thing. It's everyone involved. We're carrying each other, and we all want to win. So it's definitely a completely different thing. As I said before in my other interviews, I started boxing because I wanted to be in an individual sport. I wanted to see what I could get out of a sport if I gave my all to it. And for it to turn into something like this where you got great teammates, it's fun because it says, look, man, I'm a team player, and I'm happy to be a team player.
How are you finding the time difference, difference acclimatization? How is that for you right now?
This is my biggest one. As far as like the time difference from Miami to Riyadh, I believe it's like 8-9 hours, something crazy like that. It's bigger than London, so it's yesterday was a little tough, but we got in a day early, so I just slept. Tried to sleep off that jet lag. Didn't have any interviews and stuff to do. Matchroom didn't throw anything on us the first day, so I was just able to let my body adjust. But now I feel adjusted. Of course, it's gonna be a couple moments where you might get tired here and there, but I definitely know by fight night I'll be fully acclimated.
I spoke to Hamza earlier on, and I asked him about you, and he goes, listen, this is without a doubt the biggest test of his career. Is Hamza the biggest test of your career?
Absolutely. I'm not here to take away from Hamza. I'm not here to say Hamza will be an easy fight. I didn't train for an easy fight. I trained for the hardest fight of my life. I look at him, he's so dangerous. People don't want to admit things like when they feel like it's danger because they feel like that handicaps them for some reason. But I've learned how to truly embrace the fact that I'm going into a dangerous situation because I love myself, and I'm going to give myself the best preparation possible because I want to not only shine in that moment, but I want to be safe. I want to leave healthy, and you go against a guy that has knockout power. It's just a different type of preparation and things that comes with that. So, yes, I respect Hamza, but it's not a respect in a sense that's going to make me go any less. It's a respect that's allowed me to unlock the greatest version of myself.
Talking about power, we've seen you in the highlight reels as well, of course, and Hamza's carrying power, he's stopping opponents. Is it first of all, is there actually any pressure to get that knockout because that adds an extra point to the team element side of things? And secondly, both of you carry power. Do you feel like this fight's going to end within the distance?
Yeah, it's not going the distance. I have trained for a ferocious, vicious, world-shaking knockout, and I believe in myself, and I truly believe that's what's going to happen. I've done everything that has to happen. I've trained, I've sparred hard. I mean, we've had light heavyweights in there, guys like Hot Rod, very, very great boxer, high level. He throwing punches, knock me out, things like that. I'm like, yes, simulate what's going to happen on fight night. And I've been able to be successful in that. We had some of the greatest sparring sessions I've ever had. So, yeah, I'm just totally excited for a knockout. It's not going the distance. This is an explosive fight. Yes.
Your division is packed with some very, very big names, some big champions. Are you sort of looking over your shoulder and thinking, you know what, soon enough, well, after Saturday, obviously, in your eyes, you're going to win, that you're going to be in the ring with one of these champions?
Yeah, the conversation me and Eddie have, Eddie's my guy. He's been with me from the beginning. I believe in what he says. He's made everything happen and what he said he would. He said, I go take care of this business. The crown is coming next. So, yes, I believe that I'm going to be, that chip is on my shoulder. I believe that it's my time to take the crown and to keep the crown for a very long time.
Is there anyone that excites you apart from Hamza in this division? Obviously, Hamza's your next person that you've got to think about solely, but is there anyone that excites you, anyone that you feel that Chris Eubank Jr. is still at this way? Is he still a name? Probably still looking for a fight at some point. Is this something that excites you?
Everybody with the belts, man.
Yeah, okay.
Since we're having a conversation of actually getting the belt now and being in these situations where it's right there, of course, the people who have the belts and the opportunities to unify and things like that are there. But as I always say in every interview, I don't look forward past Hamza at all. I'm so focused on Hamza. I don't care about anyone else in this planet right now other than Hamzah Sheeraz. So, yeah, all those fights are exciting and they're there, but it's not really on the forefront of my brain at all. One thing I've learned as being a top-level athlete, the only way you stay being a top-level athlete is to fully submerge yourself in the moment. And whatever task you have at hand, you got to wrap your total brain around it. That's hard for people to do because of future projections and things like that. You never know what happens with these fighters. I might have an state of excitement for a fighter, and he might break his hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that energy you put towards splitting off, and 80% of my energy is here with Hamza and 20% is with another guy. Okay, that might be just wasted because that guy might end up injured. But you know what? The fight June 1st is here for sure. Yeah. So that's why I give my 100% energy to what's in front of me and I don't look ahead.
Just a final two from myself. Talk to me about this journey, because you've had a fair few highs and lows in this, yes. And now you're at this point where the eyes are on you.
Yes.
This fight is very defining in your career. Massive. It's big in your career. But talk to me about the journey, because I've known you personally as well. I've known about the lows. I've known about the highs. Just talk to me about where you are right now.
Oh, man. This is a great question, actually. You asked at the right time. The world got to see me go through a lot, man. I mean, highs and lows is nothing short. I mean, not lows, rock bottom, and the highest highs I've had in my life. The world got to see that as entertainment. You know what I mean? And that's something I had to learn to respect, because initially when I was going through a lot of things and there was a public broadcast about it, it was tough. I mean, imagine going through like the hardest times of your life and it's articles all about it, interviews all about it. It doesn't give you a chance to personally go into it, but that's what comes with being a top level fighter. That's what comes with fame. That's what comes with these sorts of things. And as I've grown, I've learned how to balance that. And since I've got out of the things that I was going through, now I can use it as power. The lows are now strengthening for me because I've hit lows that I know I'll never hit again. Boxing, as a boxer, you have to actually accept the worst case scenario in this sport, which is you can lose your life. You can lose your brain functioning power, things like that. You have to accept that. And it's a hard thing to accept, but once you truly do, it's a vigor that you find. It's a vigor that you find that it makes you happy through it all. It makes you happy through it all. And right now, I can honestly say I'm happy through it all. That freedom of being truly happy is now allowing me to unlock myself in a completely different way, express myself in a completely different way. And since I kept walking that path of being myself no matter what I went through, it's a lot of rewards at the end of that road. So now, like in fights like this and interviews and, all the media, I get to express myself in a way of not I'm just a perfect person.
Yeah.
I get to express myself in a way where people know the journey to greatness is it's a rocky road. It's a rocky road, and I can speak from notoriety because people know what happened. They know that I had to pull through some serious things to still be here performing for them. So yeah, man, it's invigorating. It's invigorating for me.
Can I ask you then, 2 weeks ago I was here for the Undisputed fight. Tyson Fury has been on that journey,
Yes.
very similar to your sort of journey. There was a time in his life where he wanted to end his life, but then you see that all the eyes are on him, undisputed, making all this money as well.
Yeah.
Is he an inspiration for you for what he's been through, very similar to yourself?
Man, Tyson Fury is one of the biggest inspirations in my life. One of the people that helped me get through when I was going through what I was going through, because he's always been a bigger name than me. He's always been someone to look up to. He's a heavyweight gypsy king, you know what I mean? He's a world entity, and he speaks proudly about what he's been through. And this world is not as nice. It's not nice. It's not a nice world. It takes a lot of bravery to really embrace what you've been through and put it out there, even though you got all the people that's going to say the things and talk about you, whatever. You got guys like him that show people like me, like, no, these types of stories, even though it gets a little bit of backlash immediately, like comments, social media and stuff like that, what you're actually doing for people for real, like some people who really are going through things and really need that inspiration, is so much bigger than a negative comment. I get sometimes people tell me like, man, I really was in a dark place, and your story is what told me I can keep going. Like that just washes out all of the noise. You know what I'm saying? Because
It's bigger than boxing.
It's bigger than boxing. It's literally, and that's deeds. That's I know you believe in karma. That's your energy in a karmic world. Knowing that there will be negativity, knowing that there will be positivity, but still, highlighting the highs and the lows of your life so someone else can pull through whatever they're going through. The karmic energy of that is golden. You get back so much more. And me seeing that over the course of the years and things like that, it makes it easier for me to express that message that you can get through anything. Because it was a hard time for me to do that when I was in the midst of things. And I was still fighting for my life, man. They don't understand. I was going through some really hard things, and I still had to perform in these fights. My career wasn't solidified where I had a big enough name where I could have an off night or lose and still had the same treatment. No. I was going through so much mentally, and I still had to fight, and I still had to be great on those nights. So I just feel like I have the backing and the real story to truly change people's lives. So no matter what, I'm gonna keep moving in this direction because I've seen the positive effects of that.
Final one. Talking about Tyson Fury, we saw Alexander Usyk become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Where does he rank in your eyes of the current crop of fighters that we've got out there?
Now, Usyk is number one. He's achieved. He was undisputed at cruiserweight as well, right? So he's just done what Terrence Crawford has done, which that put Terrence Crawford right up there, but he's done it at heavyweight. So, and he's fought Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? So I just feel like he's ranked number one. I don't take anything away from Terrence Crawford, but I just feel like the ranking system, he should be number one. It's just, and then he's beat all the heavyweights too. He really earned that position. He didn't just come from cruiserweight and fell into a big undisputed fight. Like, no, he had to earn it. And I admire Usyk. I'm a fan. I look up to him. And I plan to model my career after him. You could tell he's disciplined. You could tell he's another person who his entire life is a sport. You can tell. You can look at him and see. And you can see how the world conforms to someone who chases their dream 100% and they become their dream. You see how the world conforms to that. So, yes, I rate Usyk number one. And I want to say congratulations to him and give him his flowers right now.
Amo, always a pleasure catching up with you. Always good seeing you. I know you've done quite a lot of media, so it is probably time for you to go and have some rest, get some food down you if you can. But yeah, good luck with the rest of the week.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up during the week. Thank you very much for your time. As always, Amo Williams, you're a star.
Yes.
Top man.